Konbanwa, good evening, Pathless. It is I, Loki the Mad Titan, and welcome to episode 24, episode 24 of the Skyrim conversion mod, Enderal Forgotten Stories. And we are here back with the Relata. I have the heart with me, hallelujah. I had to run all the way back to the flippity-flopping marketplace to grab the heart and come all the way back here, and I checked, and yes, he does have a dialogue option, so that was all my fault. Apparently I've been messing up a lot of little things since I've been playing, specifically not following the main storyline and stuff like that. So we're going to try to get a little bit back on track here. We're going to finish this up because we're doing this, and then I guess we're going to go talk to Jespar and see what he'd like us to do from this point on. As always, I would like to give a big shout out and thank you to Mrs. Voice and somebody else who's been helping a lot with an amazing amount of comments and information, all extremely helpful and appreciated. Alu and Rai, I hope that was close. If we prefer, I'll just go Aluwen. Aluwen has been giving me a lot of information about things that I may have messed up or could have done a little bit differently, from things like apparently I've been wasting ice claws to all kinds of different things. So thank you very, very much for all the information. I do read all the comments. I do try to reply to as many of them as possible without just, sounding like a generic robot responding. But Alu and Rai, thank you very much. Mrs. Voice, as always, thank you very much. We do have a lot of new subscribers. I don't know how many of them are watching this series, if any, but I will be giving them shout-outs throughout this episode. But let's actually talk to this gentleman and show him the heart. Hello, First Seer. How are you? I am also still sick. I am feeling better-ish. I am on multiple medications, so I am feeling better, and I will still cough, but I will do my best to do less.
Would you look at that? The mercenary returns.
See, the show the heart option was not here because I didn't have the heart. Why'd they let me take it out of my inventory? Like, I complained about Fallout making me have anything and everything in my inventory forever, and it's kind of annoying, but this would have been a great example of it should have been like, no, you need this in your inventory, dum-dum.
Show me. Interesting. Well then, you upheld your end of the bargain, so I'll do the same.
He sounded way too into the heart there. So consider hiring me for the expedition. Sister Pride said something about not being able to see faces anymore. Apparently that's why she left the Relata.
I don't care. She gave herself to the Ralas, to the Father, and she betrayed us. The punishment for this is death. End of story.
I mean, dude. So, like, if people get sick, that's it? You don't care? I mean, why would... I don't know, that sounds really crappy to me. Why would anybody really want to be part of your group, then?
The Father will. I will put forward my recommendation. We will contact you once he has made his decision. Now leave.
Okay. So I got some scrolls to teleport. I gotta get more used to teleporting, and we're just waiting at this point anyway. So as I fall off the stairs onto Brother Greed. Sorry about that, Brother Greed. I'm clumsy. Excuse me. So we might as well. We'll go in and I guess we'll turn this off. Yeah, this was the other quest that we picked up when we came in here from that dude. That we found a mythical creature, the werewolf guy, in the previous... Was that the previous episode or the episode before? Very recently. I was really good, and then I start talking, and then I talk, I cough. If I could do these videos without talking, then it wouldn't have any problems, but that wouldn't make any sense. Or visit Enderal Brave Blood to see if she's fine. No. 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 I want to do all of these and every single one, but let's... Alright, meet Jespar. It literally says the first steps. Alright, first steps. Let's go find Jespar. He's over there just singing that same verse from That's the Wall, from that song over and over and over again. And then, just like me, saying that he can't sing. I think him and I sing...
Something you want to tell me?
No. Need something, my sir? Alright, Jespar
Move along.
Oh my god. I murder you to death. Moldy wood. She's got moldy wood.
Hey! You there!
Holy Jesus.
Wait!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the... What is it?
I think I have a letter for you. At least I think it's you. You look just like the Meister told me.
Show me. Your eyes are very light green.
Well, the Meister also said you'd pay me 10 pennies for the delivery. He didn't have any coin.
If he hadn't paid you, you wouldn't have bothered to deliver the thing in the first... I'll give it a 10 pennies, whatever. You little liar.
Whoa, thank you. Malphus bless you and safe travels.
Well, that happened very quickly. But we're not going to read the letter. We're going to go talk to Jespar. There's all these dudes here, waif.
My sir?
My sir, I think I met your wife over there. I can't believe you got moldy wood. That's disgusting. Maybe you should wash it every once in a while.
Move along.
You move along, you jerk. Ooh. How many moldy woods are there? You guys need some soap?
Do you hear it? Do you hear him talking to us through the depths? It's him. It's the Black Guardian.
The Black... No, I didn't hear the Black Guardian. I'm sorry. I had to... Right as I was getting ready to make this episode, one of my kitty cats, my boy, my cat, his name's Cassidy. We call him Chubba Bubbas. Or I call him Chubba Bubbas.
Sunchilder! I bet you came to watch those fools cut their guts open in the dust pit.
No,
That's the only reason you snobs ever...
I fought in the dust pits, damn it. I think my kitties, how did they say it? Passing over the Rainbow Bridge. I don't think he's doing so good. But he likes laying in my computer chair. And so right before I was getting ready to make the episode, he jumped up and stole my chair. So I let him have it. I pushed it over so that way the sun was coming in the window, so that way he could sunbathe and lay in the chair at the same time. Because I love him. He's not breathing well. He is old. He's not super old, but he is old, and it makes me very sad. But I can see him as I make this episode.
My sir?
No, I'm not giving you any money.
Penny?
I only give obnoxious
Greetings.
little girls money. My sir. Alright, so I have no idea. It's been so long since we did anything with Jespar, what we're going to be doing with him now. This episode is not sponsored by Mountain Dew Baja Blast. My favorite Baja. My favorite Mountain Dew. The Baja. Can I jump on that? The Baja must flow. Oh, well that... He didn't even jump. Odinson. Jump. Daddy Mac will make you.
That's beyond me.
That's beyond you? What does that mean? I really wanna, for no reason at all, jump on there. Oh yeah! Alright. Well, I did it.
Well, there comes a point when
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves.
Oh, the
Idiots.
random NPC
Hear
chatter.
my words, O path-abiding people of this
Oh,
holy
there's too
city.
many people in this town.
Rumors circulate. Rumors about the horrible events of the past moons.
Is that
They
you?
speak of a red madness that befalls peaceful souls, driving them to deeds of pathless atrocity.
Oh my god.
All
Jespar,
you who live
let's go
now
somewhere
in
away from
fear,
here.
hear my words.
Well,
Do not
look who's
be afraid.
arrived. Did you have any problems finding your way around? The city can be quite a maze if you don't know it.
I still haven't explored all the city. I know the marketplace pretty well. I've spent a lot of time here. Not really. I'm used to big cities. Can we
For the
skip the
Lord
chatter?
holds his protective hand over us, as he has done
I'll
for
I'll just say this.
Right, you're from Ostian. I almost forgot. They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life.
Austin. Okay. I don't remember what that is. I still didn't read the Butcher of Ark. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mrs. Foyce. I'm sorry, Lewin. I'll do it. I'll do it after this episode, I promise. I meant to, but I spent too much time installing mods to make Skyrim creatures not look like Skyrim creatures. I did one for the Pus Beetle. I did one for the Valmer. And I did one for the saber cats to make them not look like saber cats. Apparently make them look like alligators. Or I don't know. I just I found 3 mods and I installed them. I didn't even pay attention to what he said.
We always go too easy.
Here,
on the
put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
Why does everybody keep making me change my clothes?
What? What do you want?
I don't.
A good pipe of peace.
I'm just trying to follow
Why
Jespar.
is that stuff so expensive?
Iron Ford. All right. So what am I wearing? What did he put? What did he? Ooh, no. Why? It's colorful, but I got a Santa hat on. What in the world? I have nicer clothes than this. Jespar. Can I just put on my nice clothes that I bought?
You're not from here,
Oh
are you?
my god.
I heard you talk.
Edge punch, Kapu edge punch. That sounded like it was from like a random name generator. I'm gonna Kapu edge punch you in the face. But Aluan was pointing out a lot of really interesting things. Even things that like I had missed, like the outside of Ark was really cool, but I don't know what I was doing during the episode that somehow I missed. I missed it completely. All right, where are we going, Jespar? What are you doing, buddy? Bro, what? Where? All right, Jespar can teleport. Fluffy, oh Fluffy, come here, Fluffy.
Monsieur?
My sir.
Please, I'm so hungry.
I said no.
Rocks I stood amidst the sea. Before
So
me
about this
moved
fever.
the
Usually
ancients of
those
time.
gifted with magic have to
Yes?
report their talent to the Order,
Some
and then
ships
pass a
never
ritual
are.
that teaches them how to deal with their magic.
Yes.
The journey to the water is what they call it. Once they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new arcanists have their names registered in some kind of holy book. But there are other ways to get rid of the fever, and I hope my employer can tell you about them.
So yes, one of the things that Lewin told me is apparently I can't do anything about the obnoxiously loud water. So we just run away
Okay,
from it.
almost there.
That's going to be our technique. So, I was talking about the computer chair and my kitty. So I'm sitting in the uncomfortable chair, which makes it so that way I'm not at the right level with the mic. So I have to use my son's Dogman puzzles to to boost up the mic, and I'm still hunched over. I really wish I could stop coughing. I'm so close to being better. I have no other symptoms but the cough. But that's kind of how it goes with me. It gets in my lung and then it just sits in there. You're a different looking dude.
This is holy ground, Outlander.
Okay.
You don't belong here.
Listen, he put me in this silly Santa Claus outfit. Don't get mad at me. I'm just following him. What's up, aspirant? Okay, you can't... Oh, okay, more teleporting. This path is big enough for all of us. If we could just move to one side and let the other one pass. Why are we? Keep going. I'm right here, bro. Keep going. You don't have to stop. You can literally keep running. Ooh. Oh, hello. Look at the big pretty castle. I'm a little bit too close.
Hold it, my sir.
What?
No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jespar Delveric, and I work for the Naramese mages.
Ah, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marijo de Luna from Ostian.
What?
Esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin.
No, I'm not.
Archmagister Marigil sent for him. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him. Fair enough, you may pass.
So we're
But show
lying to
this
get
place
in.
the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, Meister de Luna.
My sir.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
So I shouldn't poop on the steps. Gotta be yucky caca. What's this? Can I have this? Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna look around a little bit. I'll be with you in a minute. What you doing? You sweeping? You're a novice. It's right. Sweep that rock. You're not doing a very good job. Well, you fancy pants. Alright, let's go in. Sun Temple.
Have you heard it? Apparently the Blue Islands Coalition sent an emissary here to Enderal. Despite
Well, that
the
went better than
walls.
expected.
They are bold. You've got to give them that.
Mario de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance?
Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's all that matters. Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine. His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Narathzil Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tealor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order. They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Narathzil's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever. Come, follow me. Huh? Keep your chin up.
Oh, okay. So my fever is not doing too bad, honestly. My fever, I'm only at 5% right now. So, or as I like to refer to it, my purple stuff. My purple stuff is only at 5%. And yes, I have some points that I did not allocate. I didn't want to waste any more time I spent more time than I should have adding those couple of silly mods, so I wanted to get in and actually start making the episode. Alright, Jespar, let's go. This is very pretty. Come on. Boop. 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 Alright, there's a lot of people in here. Please don't start with the NPC chatter.
What?
Oh, relax. I'm looking at you.
Move along.
Oh, move along. Ooh, move along. Everybody's so snooty. Ooh.
Blazes, I just can't bloody believe it. What?
I'm not talking to you. Excuse me. I'm gonna get lost in here for sure.
All right, here we are. Hang on.
No. That's not how you do it.
Blast it! I'm just being careful. We have to.
Heck we do. Give me that thing now.
Ouch.
Blasted, blistering blazes. That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you we
Meister
should be
Firespark.
careful. What? Now who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So why are you here? Had any luck?
Jespar. And yeah, we did find something. I
suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your drinking mates up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of the words highly and confidential to you?
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular fellow over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This man's magic is different, Meister. Just feel his aura and you'll see it. Plus he's from Narim, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake. I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever of yours.
I don't know if I want him feeling my aura. I'm still trying to figure out what this green stuff is. And this says killed by the spoon. What? I really want this now because it's called Killed by the Spoon. Why is the spoon called Killed by the Spoon? I'm super intrigued. Mortar and pestle, bunch of things knocked all over the place, but killed by the spoon. I'll have to try to snatch that when nobody's looking. Alright, let's let him fill up my aura. Do I have to cough? Turn my head and cough?
Alright then. This will tickle a little.
Oh, okay. You're going to tickle me?
Yeah, you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful. And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised you haven't turned into an Obaya by now. Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that Scrounger.
I'm glad I don't have to actually tell him. Whoa.
I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there. Not that it's much of a surprise, considering what you've been through. Actually, you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance Didn't blow your head right off.
Sudden outbursts of my glance. What's a glance? And this chapel on the water. Every time I touch one of those stones, I feel as if I don't know, as if something comes back to me.
By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities.
The multiverse.
In which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprised me.
That's what I'm being paid for.
He almost said his name right.
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on 3 factors. How far away are the eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain Inal, but as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures.
Everybody wants me to read. which is very ironic, because in real life, as I've mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned in this series too much, that I ran a bookstore for 5 years, and that I have an entire room in my house that is a dedicated library. My brother, who had just came to visit with my niece, were pretty impressed and blown away by my library. It's one of my most favorite things in my house. I already read this, so let's see what it says.
Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill, whether of physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline. Even though this screwball Enderalian talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise.
I did not just imagine these visions. They felt different, somehow real. Yeah, I feel like he's dismissing me. He's trying to, what is that called? Gaslight me. He's trying to tell me what I experienced wasn't real.
Well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, Meiser? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true?
It is, actually. Yeah. I like his BBB thing. I like to say, what in the bloody blue blazes, so that's a BBB, triple B.
Oh. Then this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room?
It was like the back rooms, and it was like when you're in an office building and everything. Oh no, that's a creepypasta. I'm sorry. A glistening white light and charred bodies, but their flesh was unnatural gray. And I heard all these voices saying, "Nice piece of crispy meat."
Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months.
I agree. And how can we do that? Get my magic under control, sir?
Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Enderalians practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living.
That sounds horrible.
In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremes know of a way to quicken that process.
Yay!
A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible.
Is she hot? A shortcut. Is there a reason the journey to water is as lengthy as it is?
There is indeed, and this reason is called ignorance. The Order's rituals haven't changed since the Lightborn slipped out of their cradles, and the Keepers do their best to keep anything progressive out of their country. But please, if you're up for a year of austerity and stern-faced magisters scolding you, go for it. I really don't care.
So the creepers? The keepers, excuse me. The keepers are conservatives, huh? Well, I'm progressive myself. So, all right then, let's do it. I'll do this ritual of yours. Where can I find this Lashery?
She's currently in a ruin called Old Rashengrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours.
Mark it on my map.
Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend leaving for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
Can I get up now?
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him somehow. Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my friend. I'll see you around.
Alright. Oh, okay, what's this? During the main story of Enderal, you have the opportunity to deepen your bond to several persons. Caution. These missions aren't available forever. If the main story progresses too far, the stories of some persons stay hidden. Oh. Okay. So they're telling me this right after he just told me that he's gonna go get a play, and I'm really terrible at, like. So I used to always re-listen. I used to always rewatch every episode that I made, and I don't do that mainly because it's time consuming. I'm making six episodes a week now, so that's 6 hours of me making the videos, not counting any prep time or anything else, that I put in, or in between episode time that I put in, which sometimes the in between episode time is longer than the time I take to make the video. But anyway, long story short, I don't do it every video. I still do it, just not for every video. So I feel like that was, it's good to know. I'm glad that they put up this message. All right, so like, I immediately, Constantine Firespark just said, hey, go to this cave and talk to this woman, and I want to do that because I want to progress the main quest. But now I'm like, should I not do that? And should I go? I don't know. I'm nervous about missing things now with Jespar, because I think I'm getting better at, like, during the last conversation, both the things I chose he liked. All right, let's just go. Okay. Alright, so.
Now a good pipe.
Okay, I'm getting quests up the wazoo. Oh my god. So that's the... Alright. Can I talk to you? Who in the temple is part of your order? I'm having trouble telling you apart. I don't want to say that. They're wearing different color outfits. He already told me that. The white ones are... if I say this, he's going to get angry and say something mean. And I'm going to cry. Tell me more about your order's history. Who are you exactly? How did you come to be? What part of the near... let's try that one.
Oh, that's hard to tell. Most of the time I was with Narathzul's order in the Kabet Mountains. But when I was younger, I used to travel a lot, not only in Nerim. What about you? Which idiots did you have the misfortune to be raised by? The foolhardy rebels up north? The bootlicking pawns of the Chancellor in the Middle Realm? Or the fanatic, mask-wearing cultist oafs down south?
The latter. Ostian, to be precise.
Ostian, I see. A beautiful piece of earth, actually. But these sodding cultists and their creator have done their best to make it a living nightmare. Truth be told, it was them who made me join Narathzul's fight against religion back in the days. I was a young traveling arcanist then, and wanted to make some money in Ostian's arena. Fight some rabid animals, oh, you know the story.
Rabid?
I had heard a lot about Nerim's south, and imagined a place at the pulse of life. Exotic music, adventure, beautiful women.
Beautiful women.
But you know who greeted me when I reached the city gates?
Who?
Corpses. They burnt their skin off, and then nailed them to crosses. There were at least 50 of them.
So the Legion.
Men, women, children. And they were set up at the roadside like trees in an alley. It was atrocious. The smell of burnt meat everywhere. The screams of those who still lived, and all of it only because some fool has decided that they had somehow acted against their god. I still dream of it sometimes. Well, that was when I declared war on religion. I was so sick of seeing people cutting each other's throats only because they project their own personal problems into some holy scripture or higher power. And that's not even the worst part. They're beyond reason. Why are you doing this, I asked them. Because my God told me to. What's left to say there? You can essentially justify anything with that logic. This is why this place makes me sick. We need the Order's manpower. They need our knowledge about the Piraeans, and we both do want the same thing, yes. But philosophy and freedom of thought are nowhere to be found. It's pathetic.
Alright, this might be my favorite character in this game so far. I really like everything that he just had to say. Alright. But is the problem really religion itself, not the people who misuse it for their own ambitions? I mean, I don't know if this guy's going to have a disposition. I don't think so, because it looks like this is going to go directly against what he was just kind of saying anyway. But religion could do good too.
Yes, and no. On the one hand, yes, a happy person will most likely never become a murderer, no matter if he or she follows the teachings of this creator or some Quiranian philosopher. But if something happens to this person, hunger, fear, shattered dreams, a peaceful ideology can make all the difference. What is religion, after all? It's a guide to live life, a set of values. And even if it's just one line in the Holy Scripture that says, kill the infidels, how likely is it that a broken man will interpret it in a peaceful way? If you want a justification to spill blood, you will find it. If your religion was ambivalent to begin with, even better. There's a lot of discussion about that on Kira, and it drives me mad to hear people prattling on about how it's all a matter of interpreting the scripture in different ways. Blazes, if your ideology is so peaceful, why does it say, slayeth this, slayeth that, rather than just, get along. It's pathetic.
Preach on, brother, preach on. In other words, a truly peaceful religion shouldn't have ambivalent parts at all?
Yes, go on. Try to justify a massacre like the one in Ostian with a philosophy that consists of only 2 principles and nothing more. Respect those around you, and killing is bad regardless of the motives. Good luck.
I hate to bring anything controversial, and I also don't know how long I can stay in a menu, but this is really making me think about what's going on with Israel and Palestine right now, because again, I know it's such a sensitive topic, but I mean, with what's happening, and if you're really following it, I think with a clear and objective mind, there's so many people that are like black and white. They're on one side or the other of the situation, and it's not that type of situation at all. And that's all I'll say about that. I couldn't agree more. Religion is dangerous. I had to find out the hard way. Yeah, I'm going to say that.
Especially if people don't keep to themselves with it.
Alright, tell me about this.
Oh, do you really need me to answer that? Just take a look around. There are all sorts of great historical writings on us here. We're a bunch of bloodthirsty heretics who followed Tenor Aranthiel's deluded son into the war against the gods, who gloriously defeated us in the Battle of Zaramar. Naratzul was locked into an old tower, and those of us who remained cowardly fled into the Neremes Mountains, and have since then terrorized and plotted against the poor people of the civilized world by all means necessary. Oh, and did I forget to mention that we eat babies for breakfast? Well, now I have.
Again, that was awesome. Oh, I love this guy so much. Did I touch a nerve there? And you lived through all that?
Sorry. I suppose I just shouldn't have read that much Enderalian literature on the subject. If there's someone who deserves an award for biased misrepresentation of the facts, it's the buffoons who run this place.
Alright, I really don't want to ask this because I feel like I'm going to get a super snarky response, but I'm enjoying this guy's voice acting and dialogue so much I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh, don't tell Lucy that. Altogether it's her, Yuslan, me, and 2 acolytes. Yuslan is probably the most gifted entropist of the civilized world, and I doubt there's anyone who knows more about the Pyreans than Lucy.
Alright, I'm really glad I talked to him. Oh no, your sweet roll's on the floor. Excuse me, your Enderalian sugar braid. But it's not braided at all. That would be like a pretzel. Why is it called a sugar... Oh, did he wait? He left the room. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Anything else cool in here? Okay, let's go. I'm super nervous about that's not where quests are in this for the millionth time. Yeah, we're gonna go to this first, Jespar, because I don't want to lose.
Oh, you're here. I thought you were in the city.
No, the Archmagister ordered me back. Feels good to be here, to be honest.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong here.
Them.
I know I don't. I'm trying to get out. I'm lost.
I still can't believe that really happened. Brother Yarrow, he was such a good man.
Until he murdered a bunch of people to death. Alright, so...
This is holy ground, Outlander.
I know.
You do not belong here.
Carlos has been looking for you.
Why is there beacon?
Carlos? Why's that?
Hey, girl.
I don't know, but I think it's about the tome he wanted you to transcribe.
Ah, I thought...
Alright. New subscribers. Christopher Crotty. Niall Sauter. Don't know what series either one of you gentlemen are watching, but if it's Enderal, thank you so very much. We also have Keith, who is watching Diary of a Madman, which is already done. I've recorded the first episode of 50 Ways to Die Dr. Nix, which is one of my Fallout 4 modded series. Another Christopher is watching Blind, Deaf, and Dumb. Kiprith has been commenting on I am having a little bit of problem with my snooter on Frost lately. Thank you so very much for the comments on Frost. I appreciate that. Alu and Rai, I've already talked about.
They just sit on their asses and hope things
for this
settle
series
themselves.
here.
Idiots.
We also have Luga Iowa, who's watching Blind, Deaf, and Dumb. You training over here? You putting up some dukes?
Huh? Can I help you?
Go ahead, punch me. Yeah. Alright. Michael Stone. Don't know what series you're watching, but if it happens to be Enderal, thank you so very much. Serg Jackson X. Now, it's XX Serg, or Sergey. Could be Sergey. I seem to have a small Russian contingent that's watching some of my stuff, so I appreciate that.
What blessed?
I didn't, have any expectations of anybody from any particular place, one or the other, watching, but for some reason, I was not expecting that many from any particular countries, Russia or otherwise. So, very cool. So maybe Sergey Jackson, XX Sergey _ Jackson X. Alright, so this is the Dancing Nomad. Once I go in here, it's probably going to get kind of crazy. We also have Karuroso Hots?
How am I supposed to pay that much? Bloody country.
Just like Miss Foyce and Aluin, if you want to...
I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
Herbal essence? What? Who said that? Who needs herbal essence? Is that you? wait. Alright, that almost killed me. Timeout. Herbal essence. Did I hallucinate hearing that? Were you the one that said something about herbal essence?
Is it important?
I just want to know who said herbal essence, because that surprised me. Really caught me off guard. Yeah, Caroso Hots. If I'm not even close saying that correctly, please just give me like a quick phonic way of how to say it. I would like to say it correctly if I can. One of my new favorites. I like this one a lot.
Oh, shit.
I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Full. I don't care. If you're watching Enderal, I appreciate the subscription, and you find your name very entertaining and amusing. And we did just start doing Whispering Hills. Whispering Hills was the big surprise, another Fallout 4 modded series. I did it right around Halloween and just put up episode 2. It is actually starring one of my viewers, Isabel Steele, who is a fan of every one of my series except for my Fallout 76 series, because a lot of people have mixed feelings about that, which I completely understand. But Isabella watches all my stuff and has been pretty active in commenting for quite a long time. So I decided as a cool surprise to create a character based on her and throw her into the worst mod I could think of with Whispering Hills. And Vivid Nation had commented on my Whispering Hills series, so thank you so very much for that. Let's go talk to Jespar. And again, for the millionth time, I apologize for the coughing. I feel... What in the world happened in here? I always feel so much better before I start recording an episode, and then I start recording an episode and I don't feel that great. Alright, we got Gomez?
Me. As I said,
Gomez
the
Bowler?
offer stands.
Anyone?
Just think
Foxhand.
about it, okay?
I will.
Oh, well.
Take care.
Hazel?
Yes, you should go into the Whisperwood and see what you can find in the old fortress.
Just
I'll
woman.
wait for you in the
Hey,
Undercity, in my laboratory.
I don't know. Your name's
What?
woman.
What do you want?
I'm looking for
Myself.
Jespar. Is anybody? Is that him?
Is it important?
No.
A game. Come on. Take a seat.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be good at the gambling.
Okay, okay, just leave me alone.
Where's
boys.
Jespar? Jespar.
That's just how it is.
Hi.
Everything was better
Hi,
in the old days.
dancing lady. Trying not.
As I said, the offer stands.
Ahoy.
Just think about it, okay?
All right, I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
Yes.
Oh, that was
You're not from around here, are
that
you?
was another nipple for a
As I
second.
said, the offer stands. Move along. Just think about it, okay?
Trying to find
I
Jespar.
will. Take care.
Wait. That, I heard him. Where is he? Are you in the room? Jespar, are you in there? It's me.
As I said, the offer stands.
It's me.
Just think about it,
People
okay?
just don't know their path.
All right, I heard him. Where is he hiding?
Put that.
I will.
Yes, you should go into the Whisperwood and see what you can find in the old fortress. I'll wait for you in the Undercity,
Okay, I
in my
swear-
laboratory.
What do you want?
I swear to God, I heard him. More than once now.
Okay, okay, just leave me alone. Damn bullies.
Malfas's blessings.
There he is. Jesus.
Hey,
What?
you came.
What do you want?
Come on, take a seat.
Oh, I didn't change out of my terrible outfit.
So, tell me, how are you holding up? It must have been quite the whirlwind. Yesterday, a refugee from another country, and now a prodigy with a magic great enough to impress old Bushybeard.
I'm very excited about all of these things. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Honestly, I'm still trying to make sense of it all.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm quite curious to see how things keep on with you. You're different. I noticed that the time we met. Anyhow, tell me, what do you make of this country now that you've had some time to look around? I figure it must be quite the change from Nerim.
I have had a lot of time exploring around. Well, you're right about that.
Shoot. Yeah, I can picture that. You know, this is exactly the reason why I love inns so much. The sky can rain fire out there. In here, you'll always meet laughter and good humor. Not to mention all the good-looking men and women.
Men and women? Jespar. A richly set table indeed. Some of the ladies are not to be scoffed at. Some of the men are not to be scoffed at. You don't feel much of all this red madness thing in here, that's for sure. I'm gonna keep it ambiguous. A richly set table indeed.
Absolutely. Though I think I've seen enough of this place by now. Of Enderal, I mean. There's a ship sailing for Calais next morning, and as it seems, it will be the last one for quite some time to come. Who knows? Maybe they still have a cabin to spare for a handsome treasure hunter.
Yeah, wait, what? You can't leave? I think you're supposed to be much more integral to the story. What? You want to leave in spite of all that's happening?
Oh well. This entire thing was more a coincidence than planned anyhow. The Order needed someone with skill and discretion. I was around. End of story. I never intended to stick around for much longer. Heck, me as an ambassador of the Holy Order, could you imagine that? Not one step further, O fair maiden. Drop your garment so we may both bathe in Malphas's holy light. Actually not that bad, don't you think?
I like it. Aren't you a little too relaxed considering the world is falling to pieces? I'm just gonna say very convincing.
Oh, you're too kind. But you know, at the end of the day, I guess I'd probably lack both the pathos and the idealism for such a profession. You know, I'm aware of how these esteemed keepers up there talk about sellswords like me. I could save 30 virgins from a Myrodon rampage. At the end of the day, they'd always say I did it for the money, because I wanted to bed the women, or whatever. I'm driven by inferior motives. While no matter what their actions end in, they are good guys, because they do things for the right reasons. If only they'd understand that it's results that matter, not intentions. What does the wise hermit say? Nothing is of less importance to the saved than the reason for their rescue. The only difference between a mercenary like me and a holy warden is that I'm at least aware of the fact that I do what I do for myself, and no one else.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that all those heroes and self-declared messiahs are no better than everyone else. In the end, we are all selfish, because we always act in accordance to what we think we have to be like. So yes, maybe the keeper saves the farmer from the bandits. But at the end of the day, he does it because he sees himself in a certain light. You know, the funny thing is that a lot of times, it's especially those who think of themselves driven by a higher purpose who are the really dangerous ones. They don't understand what drives them, and that makes them easy to manipulate. The only thing left to do for the capable hate-monger or tyrant is to somehow combine his own ambitions with the mental image of this person. And presto, you've got your perfect puppet, only waiting to dive into the next hail of arrows for their honor, their religion, or whatever they thought of this time. It's just so idiotic, you know? The world would be a much better place if everyone could just acknowledge that the only reason we're here is that we want to be happy.
I was gonna say, why is it not giving me more dialogue options? It just says more. What does that mean? More. More. So what you're saying is that in the end, every person just wants to be happy. That's the purpose of life? How can you be so sure that there's no other purpose in our life? No other reason for your existence? I mean, I feel I agree with them for the most part, because I mean, we're getting into some deep territory here, but you know what? If there is something else bigger, I haven't seen it or felt it, not even the teeniest, tiniest bit. And I've been around for a fair amount of time. I ain't ancient, but I ain't young. So,
yeah, seek bliss and avoid pain, as the wise hermit likes to say. And believe me, once you realize that that's how people just work, life is a lot better.
But you have to have some kind of goal in your life, don't you? I mean, you should. I've had lots of goals in my life and failed at most of them. So, then what do? You give up? You keep coming up with new goals? I don't know. I don't have the answers.
Oh, yeah, I do. And this goal is called surviving. And if possible, to be able to enjoy a good glass of wine or an exciting night from time to time.
Okay. Just to be clear, what you're saying is that we're all egotists, even the people others call heroes. I don't know if I want to say that. I mean, I don't disagree with this final statement either. I don't know, but to me, seeing the world like that seems kind of empty. It does, but I don't see any other way to see it. Sometimes I wish there was a different way I could see it, but I can't make myself see something a certain way. So,
you do? And here I thought I'd get an indignant cry and a splash of wine thrown in my face. That's how most people react. In any case, I think I'll take my leave now. I very much enjoyed our talk, but the ship to Killet leaves before the first cocks crow tomorrow, and I want some more time to think about it.
For what it's worth, I wouldn't mind if you stayed. The city needs more good-looking mercenaries. Sure, why not?
Well, it most recently gained a good-looking Naramese man. Maybe that'll make up for when I leave. Keep your chin up.
Mead, stew, roast pork.
Alright, and I leveled out of that. That's awesome and kind of unexpected.
Anyone?
I gotta get out of these clothes. I gotta get out of these
Is it important?
clothes before I forget. Alright, well, I'm happy with what we got done this episode. I mean, it was not like super eventful. Oh my god.
Walk blessed.
Where am I? I don't completely recognize where I am.
Yeah. It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Okay. Yeah, I did recognize where I was because I found the chest. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so we'll wrap it up right here by the chest. That way if I need to do any inventory stuff, I'll have to wait till daytime so that way we can do stuff in the market. I did all of my subscriber shoutouts. And again, I'll do the beginning of episode and the end episode. So Mrs. Foyce and Aluin, thank you both very, very much. Honestly and truly, I do appreciate all of the information you've shared with me throughout the series. It does make things a lot easier, and hopefully I'll get better at correcting some of the things that I've messed up along the way. But on the bright side, that does give this a replayability, because if I screw up things the first time and I want them to come out differently, I can do it. And I promise both of you that I will read A Butcher of Ark in between this episode and the next one, so that way I'll be a little bit more familiar with what I got. I don't think I have all of the books. I think I have only... Where are they now? I don't know why I have all these spell tomes in here either. I should probably just, since I've read all these, I should sell them. Alright. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 volumes. So I will read the 4 volumes that I have. If there's a place for me to pick up more volumes that you feel like maybe I've missed, obvious, let me know. I still want to look for that other well that Miss Voice told me about, because I think the well thing is pretty cool and interesting. And apparently I could I could use the Myra Towers without going to each of them. So all that time I spent exploring in the previous episodes to highlight all of these. Apparently, like, I could just fly over to this one. Ooh, Farmer's Coast. This is where Miss Voice said I should go to, and then go east, and I might find a well. So I'd love to keep playing, but I'm pretty sure we're about that time. I didn't completely clock this perfectly. But with all that being said, I am Loki the Mad Titan. This has been episode 24 of the Skyrim conversion mod, Enderal Forgotten Stories. With all that being said, I bid you adieu, goodbye, and good night, Pathless. Thank you so very much for watching. Have a good night.